Really? Hello and welcome to the Pondwater Dave Show. I'm your host, Pondwater Dave. Join with me tonight, as always, is the First Lady of the Arn Anderson Fan Club, Miss Amy Vine.
Hello, hello.
And Justin will be along in a little bit. He's on referee duty, but joining us as a special guest this week, my close personal friend, Miss Allison Fay.
Hi.
Welcome,
Yay.
Allison. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
We're
having
also
me.
live
It's
on
I'm
YouTube.
very, very excited.
Well, we'll hope that you keep that excitement through Amy's trivia because she really tries to stump us.
I do. I do.
Oh, well,
It's no fun
She
if I can't stump
she's
you, right?
vicious.
I mean, oh man,
She
never.
once I mean, she's liable to ask you about Vince McMahon's latest colonoscopy report.
well, I mean, unless it's
That
a
is number
unless it's a
8.
question about unless it's a question about hair, chances are, Super Dave, you're going to be better than I am. So we'll see.
Well, we'll see. So let's get it started, Amy. Let's have the trivia.
Well, for all you out there, tonight we are talking about WrestleMania 39 and the upcoming, and we're going to do our predictions. I did is I decided that we're going to do trivia about all the WrestleManias that have been held in California. Sound good?
Awesome. Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, as we know, WrestleMania 39 is in Hollywood this year. But how many WrestleManias have been held in California, including the one this weekend? How many WrestleManias have been held in California? Is it 5, 7, or 8? Including one.
Let's say, Allison, can you refresh your page?
Yep, I got it. I saw it.
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess six.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Allison left.
Well, she'll be back in a. Oh, there she's back,
Yeah, I see her.
and we're back.
So you
Sorry.
guessed 6, Pondwater. How many do you guess, Allison?
It's 8.
It is right in the middle. It's 7.
Oh,
Held in California. 4 of them have been in Los Angeles, which is number 2, 7, 21, and 39. 2 have been in Anaheim, which was number 12 and number 16. And then they had 1 in Santa Clara, and that was WrestleMania 31. Out of these WrestleManias, which is WrestleMania 7, 12, 16, and 21, which one had an attendance of over 20,000 people? Was it 7, 12, 16, or 21? Which one had an attendance of 20,000?
I'm gonna guess. You go first, Allison.
I'll guess the last one because you would think the later one would have more people. So I'll say 21.
Okay, Pondwater?
That's what I was thinking. The most recent.
You both are correct. It was
I know the
number
one with Sergeant
21.
Slaughter didn't draw.
Yeah.
Well, and 2, these were not stadium shows that were, like you said,
Right.
getting ready to come up, but 20,000 people, 193. That 17 had 16,158. 12 was 18,083, and then 16 was 19,776. So
Pretty
yes, as
close.
everyone went up. Out of the 7 WrestleManias held in California, which one has been held the latest in the year? So you know how they're usually in March and April.
Hmm.
Which one of the 7 was held the latest? Was it 2, 12, 21, or 39?
WrestleMania 2?
Yeah, that is one of the options. Is that what you mean?
WrestleMania 2 wasn't in California, was it?
It
Yes,
she gave it as
one
one
of
of
the
the choices.
Oh, okay.
WrestleMania 2. Remember, there were 3 venues, and one of them was in Los
Oh,
Angeles.
okay. Thank you. Because that's like, I don't remember that match being in California.
Is it just like you don't remember the attendance of do we need to talk about that again? Surprised you didn't fight me about that with its numbers. I swear it was 76,000. And I have Howard Finkel saying it,
Oh
Gene Okerlund
goodness.
saying it. It was
Well,
anyway.
well,
I'm not.
Me and Ephraim both heard it wrong.
Oh, not again.
Yes, you did
I
both.
mean, that we both didn't just make that number up. We both had to have heard it somewhere.
I think they both made it up. Anyway,
Don't make
out
me
of
put you back
this,
out in the lobby, Amy.
I'd ready to say I'm not bitter about that at all. Right?
No.
Out out of the 7 WrestleManias held in California, it's been held the latest in the year. 12, 21, or 39.
And 39's not because it's always around my birthday. I want to say there's been another one in California.
Yes, there's been 7 of them, but
There's seven.
I'm giving you the option
I
of
know,
these
but what I was
4.
thinking, I don't know.
I feel like he's missing the point here, Amy.
Exactly.
Need a Snickers.
I'm gonna go with 12. That's my guess. Because it's a
I'm going with
guess.
21.
It was actually WrestleMania 2. WrestleMania 2 was very unique because it was actually and it was on April 7th.
Oh,
So number 12 was
okay.
March 31st, 1996. 21 was April 3rd of 2000, and then 39 obviously is April 1st of 2023. Alrighty,
And
out
September.
of the 4 WrestleManias that have been held in Los Angeles, which 2 have had the tagline "Goes Hollywood"? Okay, so out of the WrestleManias held in Los Angeles, which 2 had the tagline "WrestleMania Goes Hollywood"? Was it WrestleMania 2 and 39? Was it WrestleMania 7 and 39? Was it WrestleMania 21 and 39? Or actually is the first to have the tagline?
It was
Which
21
two?
and 39.
He's
I just didn't
confident. I'm
realize
going
it's
with
been
what
that
he
many
said.
years.
And you're
It's been,
right to go with them, Alice and Faye, because it was 21 and 39. Both of
they had
them
all
were
those great movie trailers, like they did Stacy
I,
Keebler
I
with
remember that.
Fatal Attraction.
yes. And
Not
Stone Cold did
Hmm.
not Fatal
Gladiator, and yeah,
Attraction.
I
Which
know what you're
one
talking
with
about.
Sharon Stone?
Um, what kills the person? Fight or
No, it was Sharon Stone. It was the one where uncrossing the legs.
Basic Instinct.
Base
Thank
and
you.
Instinct. Well, she did kill that guy, or somebody did anyway. I don't remember. Alrighty.
I just remember the leg crossing.
Yep.
We all do.
So for WrestleMania 2, how many matches were held? So remember, I said there were 3 venues.
Hmm.
How many matches were held at each venue? Was it 4, 5, 6, or the number of matches? The number of matches varied at each venue.
The number of matches varied. I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm guessing.
I'll
I
go with
watched.
5.
It
If
was
it was on a
actually
Monday night, I don't
four.
even think I watched it.
Very close, Allison Faye, but there were four
Yeah,
matches at each venue for a total of 12 matches.
I thought
Oh,
it was the same. I remember it being the same. I just couldn't remember the number.
So, beginning in 2013, WWE has honored a Hall of Famer by unveiling a bronze statue of them at WrestleMania Access, whose statue was revealed on March 26, 19, or 19, 26, 2015 at Access prior to WrestleMania 31. Was it Bruno Sammartino, Ric Flair, or the old? So a bronze statue was unveiled at the WrestleMania 31 Access event. Who was it of? Bruno, Roddy, or Ultimate Warrior?
West Coast, I'm going to guess Roddy.
I mean, I hate to say any answer that's not Roddy Piper because I love him. So I kind of have to say Roddy Piper.
It was actually the Ultimate Warrior.
Really?
It was. And
What was the reason that
I thought that they did
for
his
that year?
statue. I thought they did his statue before he went in the Hall of Fame.
uh, Hall of Famer, by when did he go into the Hall of Fame? That year? I don't remember when he went in.
He went in New Orleans.
In what, 30? 30? Make me look at
2000,
my 2000
2016.
what?
16, the year after.
Okay, let me look.
I mean, I believe you. Just,
No, I don't want to be wrong. I mean, believe me, I get
but he
cross-eyed
went in
looking
the
at
Hall
this
of
stuff
Fame in New
sometimes.
Orleans.
Hold on, let me look. Okay, we'll look it up later. I can
I
only
mean,
do
I
it
was
right now.
there. I went to the Hall of Fame.
Hmm. I'll look that up.
All right.
What what WrestleMania 21 match was voted match of the year by Pro Wrestling Illustrated? Was was it The Undertaker versus Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels, Rey Mysterio versus Guerrero, or Batista versus Triple H? What WrestleMania 21 match was voted match of the year by Pro Wrestling Illustrated? Tell me
By
if you need
process
those.
of elimination, I'm going to guess Ray and Eddie.
That would I would have to say that's the only one I would guess. But
Going,
wait, it's PWI though.
it's PWI.
Ah,
So I would that because that would be my guess, but I don't know if that would be PWI's guess.
Hmm.
yeah, but PWI is not the observer. They actually.
Oh, okay, good point. All right, same guess then. Okay.
Going 27 minutes and 28 seconds, which was the longest match on the card, the match of Kurt defeating Shawn Michaels by submission was voted match of the year. So, one thing I did, which I thought was interesting. So, from 2004 through 2010, Shawn Michaels was a participant match, I guess you could say. Six of them
Wow.
being at WrestleMania, and then 2007, it was a Raw that was in England against John Cena. So from 2004 to 2010, he was in the match of the year. And then in 1993 to 1996, same thing. He match of the year winner, and WrestleMania 10, 11, and 12, and then it was a Raw Janetti. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Like Mr. WrestleMania, need Mr. WrestleMania.
well,
They sure do.
it, Terry Weaver verified that it was WrestleMania 31 about the statue. So
Oh, what'd
thank
I
you for looking
say?
that up for us, Terry.
Oh, thank you. So I don't have to look it up now.
There you
No,
go.
So did you? Okay.
no, he
So
still
that
went in the, and actually, I think he went in the Hall of Fame in Dallas the
that's so
following year.
weird. So wonder why they gave him a bronze. Maybe that's wrong in the. I don't know. We'll have to look at that because
It's just a
Maybe they kissed.
random
Maybe they
statue.
kissed and made up, and then the Hall of Fame was the next year.
okay, interesting.
Hmm.
Thank you, Terry. All right, at WrestleMania 7, Undertaker defeat to begin his impressive WrestleMania winning streak of 21 wins in a row. Was it Jimmy Snuka, King Kong Bundy, Giant Gonzalez, Roberts? WrestleMania 7, who did Undertaker defeat to begin winning streak of 21 wins in a row?
I think I know this one.
I should know this, and Mark would have been so mad at me that I don't know this.
Bundy. Bundy, you're stealing money.
Okay, so there you go. That's my answer.
It was not King Kong Bundy, not the
Oh,
first one. It was Jimmy Snuka.
Jimmy Snuka.
Jimmy Snuka was the first opponent that he had. He did wrestle all the other ones I listed. Jake the next year, then Bundy, then Gonzalez. Prior to WrestleMania 12, WWF Tag Team Belt Smoking Guns due to an injury. So a tournament began to name new champions, with the final to be held 12. What team was crowned new tag team champions at the final? Was it the Godwins, the New Rockers, Owen Hart and British Bulldog, and the Body Donnas?
One more
So
time.
the tag team tournament, because the Smoking Guns had to vacate the belt.
Disregard my text. Now I can't hear
Why?
you at all.
Yeah, I can't hear you either. Oh, there we go.
Okay, is that better?
That's much
Yes.
better.
So prior to WrestleMania 12, tag team belts had to be vacated by the Smoking Guns due to injury. So a tournament began to name the new final to be held at WrestleMania 12. Who was crowned new tag team champions? The Godwins, the New Rockers, Owen British Bulldog, or the Body Donnas?
Ooh. I'll go Owen Hart and British Bulldog.
I want to say the Body Donnas.
The Body Donnas defeated the Godwins in 5 minutes 2 seconds on the pre-show. Didn't even get to
Oh,
on the show. I know.
oh man.
Dr.
Title
Tom's
change on the
WrestleMania.
pre-show.
I know. Dr. Tom's his WrestleMania was all right. Last question. How many times did the Hardcore Championship title change hands during the 15-minute, 13-man battle royal during WrestleMania 18? Was it 8, 9, 10? How many times did the Hardcore Championship title change hands during a 13-man Hardcore Championship Battle Royal?
9.
8,
11.
9, right in the middle again, 10. So Taz won the belt twice, but the competitors that won during were Taz, Viscera, Funaki, Rodney, Joey Abs, Thrasher, Pete Gas, Crash Holly, and Hardcore Holly. So, ta-da! So, what'd you think, Allison Faye? What'd you think of the trivia? Too hard? Too easy?
I think it's fantastic. It just I'm now exposed for showing how little I know in my
Oh, I know.
Hey,
wrestling knowledge.
believe
Next
me, if
week I'll do a world class episode so I can nail trivia and feel good about myself again.
exactly that Freebirds trivia ready to go whenever we need it. Um, I do like to test the because they do know a lot. I'm not very good about
Right.
knowing attendance numbers and what happened at what WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
I've learned quite a bit doing. I enjoy
I
those.
appreciate the multiple choice because that at least gives me a fighting chance.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, these were great. And like you said, if nothing else, it teaches you something. So
Hmm.
I do love that aspect.
Yeah.
Well, another fine job on trivia, Amy. We really
Yes.
appreciate it.
So you ready to talk
Uh,
about this card? This
let's do it.
1800 match
I was,
card?
I was hoping that we'd finish up trivia in time for
Oh,
Justin to join us.
Do you want me to hang out or you want me to go?
You're more than
I
welcome
want you to
to
go.
stay with us.
I want you to stay.
All right. Okay.
Because
Unless
hey,
you got to go. We know
it's
you.
I
going to be
got
like our
nothing. I
trivia.
got nothing going on tonight.
We're just guessing on this stuff
Yes.
on this
There's no
high
A, B,
quality
C, or D
professional
anymore.
podcast. You don't get content like this on ad free shows.
Woo!
Who's going to bother? We don't bother with all that polished high production value.
Uh, you guys, stop
People
that.
listen to us for the train wreck.
That's right. They
Well,
us.
It's a car crash.
I'm
You
your
know it's
caboose and
bad,
I'm
but
bringing
you
up
can't
the
look
rear.
away.
All right.
I mean, I
I
mean, T Weave's over here. T Weave's over here riding with us in the chat tonight, and he chose us over AEW. So take that, Tony Khan.
Oh, oh, I forgot to put wrestling on the TV. See, that's how much I love you guys. I completely forgot about wrestling.
If
Aw.
T Weave's missing John Moxley, let me know and I'll blade for you.
But you am really I'm pretty excited about this WrestleMania coming up. I mean, I think there's some really great matches on here. I am ready to see what the blood like. I'm kind of ready to see where we're going with that and how this is going to culminate. I'm
I
really
have
looking forward to.
I have
I'm
to
fixing.
admit, I'm actually excited for once to see a storyline play out. I can't believe after all this time, I actually like Sami Zayn, and I'm like, what? I want to see what's happening in a storyline with Sami Zayn. Who am I?
Well,
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm kind of with you, and the predictions are hard because they're not slam dunks. Most
No.
of
Right.
these matches, most of these big time matches can go either way.
Hmm.
You can sit there and try to reason them out. Now, I fully prepare to crap upon some of the lead up to some of these matches
Yes.
Uh-huh.
because I got issues and I'm gonna I'm gonna make them known. But I mean, when you hear that Vince McMahon's sitting in the back and he's got a little more and he's starting to do some input again, it makes perfect sense. If that's the case, then what I have a problem with is we'll get to it. I don't want. I'll wait till we get to them because I mean it's not that bad, but
No.
I mean
You you want to
it's
work
not
for
old
the
man barking
bottle?
at clouds.
Not this
But
week, right?
when me and my wife can turn our heads and look at each other and start laughing,
Yeah.
I mean you'll get it. So we're gonna start out. We have a ladies fatal four way tag team match. We have the human yield sign, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan. You know why I call her the yield sign, Allison?
Bye.
Because
Her
when she
back.
turns around and she does that back flex, she's shaped like a yield sign. And I mean that as a compliment. Kerry Von Erich and Lex Luger were built like yield signs.
Mm.
I mean, I love it. I mean, when I say baby got back, it's
Oh,
it's it's
she's
it's literally her back. Uh, anyway, her and Liv Morgan are going to take on Shotzi and Natalia versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Chelsea Green and
wait,
Sonya Deville.
wait.
They were
So it's
they were added to it Monday night.
8 people.
It's
Mhm.
it's a fatal four-way tag match. Yeah, that's let's get them on the card.
Yeah, because you kind of think, I mean, Shayna Baszler should be going against just one team. I mean, and I don't know which one of these teams because I don't, but I mean, I just, that's, I don't know if the bloom has come off the rose or what with Ronda Rousey, but you would think that, she would be in at least a
Well, her and Shane have been tag teaming, and this is just there's no money in the bank ladder match or battle royal,
right.
so they
I
threw them
like,
in there.
I
This
like her and Shayna together. I would love for them to just run roughshod on the division, I mean, because I legitimately believe could, whoop everybody if they really, really wanted to. And I mean, like I said, I would like to see that, but it's
oh
just
yeah,
like you
Ronda's a complete
are.
badass, but she can't wrestle, so I'm pulling for. I really want to see Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville win this, and I think since they fought their way into it at the last minute, and the segments where Chelsea Green is going after Adam Pierce with the Karen angle, with the Karen angle about I need to speak to the manager. I
Yeah.
love it,
Yeah,
and they backstage politics. Baron Corbin was politicking to get in, and then he lets Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville in, and then Corbin's like standing there and goes, "Really?" And but they worked their way into it, and they won the match the other night, and they're in this match, and I think they're going to win it. That's my prediction.
Hmm.
yeah. I think the Mandy Rose wannabe has no place in this match, also known as Liv Morgan. Um,
I
sh
don't get that at all about her,
she's just there's nothing left for her anymore. I don't think
but her personality doesn't scream Mandy at me at all.
she just to me she has no personality. She doesn't have anything anymore. I don't I don't know what her character is supposed to be. I don't know what she why did they pair her with Raquel? I don't what what is
Oh,
that
because
tag team?
who else was tag teaming with Raquel? She got hurt. I think she
Well,
replaced somebody that got hurt that was tag teaming with Raquel. Um, but I mean, I
but
don't know. I
still,
can't.
they still should have thought more about it. The placement of the two of them in this fatal four way
Yeah,
Right.
this is
just
just
doesn't make sense. And
well.
I feel bad, like you said,
They've
I'm
been
a fan
feuding
of
against
Raquel.
they've been feuding
So
against Sean. They've been Ronda and Shayna.
mhm.
Hmm.
They united because of that.
I think
But
Rhonda and Shayna are going
but
to
I
win.
agree with you. I just don't get the Mandy comparison because she's
Well,
like
it's
the
it's
complete
the
opposite of
whole.
Mandy.
Well, I look at them when were both blondes. I could you couldn't tell them apart to me.
Oh yeah, that's the genius of Rhea Ripley to change her look drastically.
100%. Yeah.
She would have just been another blonde. I mean
Hmm.
Charlotte Jr.
To me, she's still got Mandy Rose's whole look as a blonde. I don't
Yeah.
think she looks any
Oh
different,
yeah.
really.
Oh yeah. She's roll tide, but I just don't think that her gimmick's built upon sex appeal.
Oh, okay. I'll disagree with that.
No, I mean she is sexy, and I mean she's dressed to kill.
Right.
I'm
Right.
just
Well,
saying that she's bubbly. She's bubbly and fun. Mandy was kind of like sultry.
I'll agree with that, but I don't think Liv has enough talent to carry her the rest of the way,
I
personally.
read today that she legitimately wanted Ronda to break her arm to advance the angle.
Oh,
I don't know how true that is.
One of those that,
Read that
has
on the
been,
internet, folks.
uh oh. She's one of those that's been her whole entire life. I do like that Liv Morgan, with a more hardcore, like a harder, with the makeup and stuff on her face. Like she's not try like you she's not necessarily trying to come out like Mandy Rose. Like she's
Okay,
okay
good.
to come out with her
More like
makeup,
Harley
maybe be,
Quinn.
yeah, maybe trying to be a little bit more hard.
She
I
was
mean, some
somewhere
of the
between
things
Mandy Rose and Alexa Bliss.
Good. Oh, okay.
yeah.
How's
It's
that?
got to be hard. I can't even imagine
Oh
because
yeah,
you only have so much to play with, and
Yeah.
exactly.
and you always wonder how much how much do they influence their own character? How much do they get to? Some of them do get to, and some of them don't. You have to
Right.
imagine. So, but I
From
feel
what we
like I
hear,
just I have such a hard time seeing Raquel and Liv together. It just
right.
yeah.
No, I understand. It's a weird pairing because it's not even like Raquel is like hardcore.
They don't
I mean, she
complement
could.
each other.
Right.
Hence the reason why nobody picked them to win.
But I'm also in agreement. I think this one is Shayna and Ronda's to lose. Actually,
Mhm.
I don't think anybody would
Mm,
come close to them.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea and Sonya are going to steal it.
Either
Story wise,
win. Yeah.
it's the way to go.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, I think that they're all going to get destroyed by Ronda and Shayna, but I think that Chelsea Green will steal it. I wouldn't be surprised, or
Or
maybe she'll get, or maybe she'll be the one takes the pin, and then she wants to talk to somebody's manager about it. You never
exactly.
know.
Or
Or
maybe, maybe she pins them when a ref is down. They reverse it, and pin her when the ref wakes up or whatever, and she would have a legit complaint. Be interesting to see how it goes out.
All right, moving right along. We got Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Guerrero.
Oh, don't you say that.
ugh,
I know I'm just having fun. He does look more like Eddie than Ray though.
I know.
you can't hate the build for the heel. I mean,
No, and he's gonna. I truly think that Dominic's gonna win this match.
he kind of has to.
There's no way that Ray's not putting the kid over. It'll do so much
Right.
Exactly.
for him. And then
It'll be so.
this is the Undertaker Brock Lesnar. This is going forward. That's gonna be Dominic's claim to fame is that after he got through doing hard times, he retired a legend.
Exactly. And it'll be maybe a count. It'll whatever. But yeah, I kind of like you all. Like, how do we? He needs it, like you said. I mean, that will just be the perfect way. Rhea or somebody or Dax might come out and help. Like he beat them all by himself. Like you said,
Oh yeah.
uh, perfect for his character that he is.
and I'm gonna predict now that he's gonna take his mask. He's gonna yank his mask off and pin him while Ray's trying to stay covered up.
Hmm.
The mask will come off. We may not see Ray's face, but the mask will come off.
Has he
Do you
changed
think
his name
Ray?
yet?
No,
See. I'm totally thinking that's going to come.
Do you think Ray retires in ring after this? He's going
Ooh,
into the
good
Hall of
question.
Fame. If he, like if Dominic beats him, do you think this will be like Ray's swan song?
no, I think Ray gets the whole send off on Monday night after Mania. If he retires, it's going to be on Monday night after Mania.
I think that'll be it.
Because if in the ring he's not going to have his mask, I'm telling you that's going to be the finish.
Hmm.
I don't see how they don't because he was trying to take his mask off Monday night,
Right.
and the Hispanic tag team with the long name that I
Oh
can't say
yeah,
Plaza Luchadores or something. I don't know.
the one that Zelina Vega runs or comes
Yeah.
out with.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm. All right. I do like some Zelina Vega.
I knew that would.
It didn't help me. They're just
I
knocking
was
my
going to
wheels
say,
off. I got lost in my thoughts for a second there.
it probably didn't help too much.
All right. Next up, we have the Usos against Sami
Oh.
Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship of the World. I don't think
You
there's a
know,
scenario in the world that Sammy and Kevin don't win these.
well, let me tell you this
Oh.
though, because hold on, I've been thinking because it's really I wonder what it would do to the bloodline if the Usos won, but Roman lost. Because I really think Cody's going to win. I mean, I really do. So then I'm just wondering how that dynamic, what that if the Usos kept their belts, you know? So I wonder about that. That's just, I don't know if they think that, but I just want think that dynamic going because everybody, you're looking at Jay and Jimmy, of all the crap they have put up with in a sense for the bloodline or for
Well,
Roman,
for
you
my
know.
prediction, for the main event, I'm going to change mine to the Usos because it makes it work. What I think is actually going to happen. So the
What do you
Usos
think's
will
actually going to
retain.
happen? What do you think's going to happen?
Well, when we get to the main event, you'll find out. Stay tuned.
Did you just steal
So
my idea?
No, no,
uh,
I've got a definite idea how I think the main event's going to go. I've got two
yeah.
scenarios, but one of them I'm really wanting to speak into existence.
Ooh. Well, because I don't think Sammy and Kevin don't need the belts. I mean, like I repel that bloodline if the Usos still have their tag team championship, but Roman to
Oh,
Cody. I just think that that
if
could be
If
interesting.
Sammy and the Usos left KO laid out and it was all a big screw over again, I would love that so much.
Ooh.
But I don't
See,
think
this
that's going to
is
happen.
you
all
don't?
right, so
How come?
there's that
Well,
one.
we need KO and Sammy on the same team for my scenario that I'm going to lay out for you shortly.
So
Okay.
there's that one, either Sammy doing the screw over, or there's the other one. There's Jay.
Yeah.
Jay could always do the double cross. I've been watching Jay this whole time wondering, does Jay really not love Sammy? Because they've been pulling that string. They've been pulling it and pulling it and pulling it. And I'm like, I've been
No, it even gets
watching the
better. I get what you're
solo.
saying, and I like the way you're thinking, and I would love to see that. But I would really like to see Solo and Jacob Fatu destroy Jay and Jimmy. Where are your
There's
Usos now? Where are the real
exactly.
Usos?
There's so many. There's so many ways you could go with this, and I'm like, so many things could happen here, and I'm like, which one? It could be any of these. We could have a whole new bloodline. Solo and Jacob Fatu could come in with Cody.
Yeah,
I mean, you're right. That I mean, again, that's what makes this particular. I think that's another
you could
reason why
sit here
this.
and we could talk about one match for an hour and rebook it. There's no
Yeah,
clear cut. There's no clear
no.
cut way.
Mm-mm.
But I will say that the KO Sammy reunion
Oh,
with Cody playing matchmaker was the hokiest bullshit I have seen in a long time. And then while I was enjoying them getting back together and hugging at the end, even though I saw it coming a million miles away, they cut to the back with Cody looking at the monitor like the
Mm-hmm.
proud papa. And I looked at my wife and she looked at me and we busted out laughing. This is the corniest shit we've ever seen. That was the dumbest, and I refuse to believe that anybody that wasn't named Vince McMahon didn't come up with that creative. And if they did, if Triple H came up with that, then somebody needs to check and see if how his blood flow is, because his valve might need to be adjusted. His pacemaker
So
might need to be up a few ticks. because that was
Thinking
some
of
corny bullshit
that
with
was.
Cody looking like a proud father looking in the monitor. I laughed my ass off.
So is there any potential of KO and Sammy costing Cody the match? You know what I'm saying? Like with that, I mean, with that ending, like he's so proud. Sorry. Do you see that they're going to turn on Cody, like
No,
blindside him?
I think that was subliminally trying to keep from having a Daniel Bryan situation because
Mm,
Sammy belongs in that position a lot more than Cody does. I mean, I'm not dogging Cody. Cody's since he got back, he beat Seth. Then he beat Seth injured, and it was a gutsy match of the year. But I have felt like that this whole thing with Cody going for the championship is contractually obligated.
mm,
It's like, okay, let's put him back at the Royal Rumble. Let's do him at 30th. Why put him in? Why put him in early and let him impress everybody? We'll just throw him in 30th, and then it's just a formality so he can go for the championship because I guess that's what we promised him when he came over from AEW. Because there hadn't been any other. I mean, who ain't beat? If that's the criteria for getting a title shot, then Logan Paul. I mean, he's already had one, but I'm saying if all you got to do is beat Seth Rollins a couple times to get a title shot and hurt yourself, you see what I'm
Okay.
saying? It just wasn't any heat. The chase needs to be there,
True.
and I felt like I just to me it just hasn't felt like. And if maybe if he'd have come in earlier in the Rumble, like I fully expected him to come in and do like a Ric Flair performance in the
mhm,
Royal Rumble,
mhm.
and it
Honestly,
didn't.
right
I mean,
now,
for just putting him in 30,
Cody has to thank KO and Sammy for the insertion into their storyline
yeah. But you know
because
that's just to keep Daniel Bryan from a Daniel Bryan situation happening,
yeah,
Mm.
and I mean make it seem like they're all on the same page. Now all of a sudden Cody's giving Sammy pep talks.
yeah.
But I do like the WrestleZania. I do like that T-shirt WrestleZania. I'm thinking
I,
about buying one, maybe, possibly,
I
maybe.
I said it before. I'm surprised at how much I am invested again into the whole bloodline story. And simply because I can't for me not to be able to predict an ending
Mhm.
is great. I absolutely love it. We're sitting here and we're debating how many possible endings. That's pretty
Yes,
fantastic.
and y'all know that until this bloodline storyline really started ramping up with Sammy, I had no use for the Usos.
Oh,
Mhm.
100%.
I mean, none.
Yep.
To me,
And
it looked like they got out of the second row and got in the ring because they're dressed just like the people in the second row, and they're super kicking with tennis shoes on. That doesn't impress me.
Yeah. No.
They don't look like the crowd.
right.
That's just, and I may be barking at clouds at that, but I'm not saying they can't work. They're good. They're good in the ring. It's just I'm telling you about my disconnects.
Mhm.
Well, and I think them even as much as they're acting or whatever you want to say, that has been very good. Like, I believe the emotions that I'm
Yeah.
seeing and and that could also, if it was other people, that could also it could be Cody looking at the monitor and with a smile on his face. It could be very, but like you feel this drama that's going on.
Absolutely.
Plus, like you said, you got Jacob and Solo. Like you have
Mhm.
two other possibilities out there. You got The Rock. Not saying, I mean, there's all kinds
Oh,
of different things that could, even if he just made an appearance, not saying he's going to come out, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying
because you don't have to advertise The Rock. It's already sold
nope.
out.
exactly. And I think there's always that, especially with this WrestleMania with Roman and all the bloodline and stuff talk. I think there is a little thought in the back of everyone's head that's going to be there or watching it. Is The Rock going to come out? What am I going to see? Because
Yeah.
like you said, Allison Faye, there is no predicting. You
Mm-mm.
know, there's way too many moving pieces, and I really do think it's not. I really do think it also kind of coincides with Cody Roman's match. Like,
Absolutely.
like those two all win, all lose. One could win, one could lose. Like how would that just affect everything? I think, like I said, it's gonna be fun to watch. It is
And
definitely gonna
that's
be
the
fun to
second
watch.
night, right? The Cody
I
Roman.
don't. Yes, that's the second. Justin's here.
Hello, everyone.
Terry
Yes,
Weaver.
that's.
Terry Weaver thinks that the Usos are going to win. Too much smoke with the brothers to keep coming back to the table.
Hmm.
Hi, Justin.
What's up,
Hey.
Hi.
everybody?
Well,
Hello,
we're talking.
Allison.
We're
Hi,
talking about
Justin.
the Usos and Sammy and Kane and Zane.
All right.
Do you have a
Um,
I said
prediction?
Kane like Kevin Owens is going to set him on fire and he's going to be Sammy Kane.
I do
The
have a
brothers of combustion.
I do have a prediction. I think that the Usos are giving up the titles.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
think
Do you
that
think there's any foul play?
I think there's the only I just think there's going to be too big of a pop if Sami Zayn wins the tag titles to pass up on.
That is true.
What'd
All
you
right.
say, Allison? I'm sorry.
I was asking if you thought there was going to be any foul play or
Uh,
any twists and turns.
well, I'm not sure. I just think that they want. I think they want that Sami Zayn pop. I think they're going to get it by putting the tag team titles on them.
All right. Next up, we have the Fatal Four Way Showcase. For the men, we have the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders versus Ricochet and Braun.
Who are the tag team champions?
The
The
Usos.
Uso.
And the
There's
Usos.
they're
Yeah, they're
okay.
undisputed.
Undisputed. Okay. Okay. Carry on. No.
I'm for me, I'm thinking it's going to be the Street Profits.
I definitely would like to see the Street Profits get a win, get some momentum back. I mean, I don't think it's going to be Alpha Academy or Viking Raiders. I mean, maybe Braun and Ricochet, are they on this team and wanting to see
Oh yeah.
them kind of like big man, little man thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my pick.
That's my pick as
Braun
well.
shot his mouth off and got in a pretty good angle though,
Yep.
because he's talking about how the good his match was, the two big guys, and without all that flip flop and fly, so they put him with the ultimate flip flop and fly guy.
I could
Yeah,
see that.
I don't know. It seems like that tag team is a tag team that they really don't know what to do with either one of them in singles right now. So why not put them together and then maybe make a run at the titles after winning this match? You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
I think the Street Profits make the most sense.
I agree, but I just feel like they're already kind of made. They're at that top level of the tag team,
Hmm.
division. I feel like if you put the win here on Ricochet and Braun Strowman, I just feel like that lifts them into that category. Now you have a deeper kind of top field for the tag teams, if
Hmm.
that makes any sense. That may have been a far reach,
No,
but
it does. See, that's why again, that's hard to predict. I feel like the Street Profits need a win. I just don't feel like they've been, I mean, they're a good tag team. They don't have the belts. I don't feel like they've been, they haven't been in the chase. Like, I just feel like they need it. But again, what you're saying about Braun and Ricochet is perfectly sound too.
Well,
Give them a win and kind of cement them as a tag team to possibly go against whoever the title holder is. So,
how
yeah,
about the Alpha Academy though? Oh, they're letting Otis be Otis again.
I know I love that, love it.
I do too, and so does Stephanie. Otis is her favorite. That version of Otis was her favorite.
Hey,
Yep.
he's at the top of my list as favorite. I just love it when he comes on my TV.
yes.
I'm just
Between letting Otis be Otis and Piper Niven letting Piper Niven be Piper Niven again, I couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
Um, I actually wouldn't be surprised if they let Alpha Academy get a run at it again and maybe switch the roles. Maybe let Otis take a little bit of the lead again.
Hmm.
Yep.
I'd be happy about that. That'd be
Yeah,
all
me
right with
too.
me.
I
Wonder
think
if
Otis deserves that just because his shine has gotten bigger and the fans just love him,
Yeah,
and I think he deserves that type of
that's
role.
that's
and maybe
exactly my
maybe the
point.
street profits break up because there has been some talk about Montez getting a solo run.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I can see that as well.
Maybe there's I mean maybe that could be something coming out of it. Maybe he abandons his partner.
The funny thing is, after this weekend, this whole last 5 minutes is going to be all completely wrong.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, and let's talk about this bullshit. We got Gunther
Uh,
versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus
uh,
for the Intercontinental title. A, a couple weeks ago, they had Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus, and the winner was going to go to WrestleMania to challenge Gunther. And I turned the TV off, and Stephanie goes, "You don't want to watch it?" I said, "Nope, we'll just watch the three-way at WrestleMania." Stevie Wonder could have seen that coming.
yeah.
Good job, Vince.
I'm always for watching a three-way, but I think
Good shit, pal.
Especially
I
the
think
men's version, right?
that's right.
Watch it. Just watch it and sign that NDA, pal.
I think they're going to stick with the Intercontinental Champion here. I don't see the belt moving anywhere here.
I
There's
hope
no need to
so.
move
I'm
it.
with you, Justin. Yes, no. He is a future star. He needs to keep winning and just keep winning and show himself off because, something you said earlier, Dave, about, um, how Cody kind of came in and maybe the build hasn't been as hot for Roman. Who else is there? Like, let's just pretend that Roman beats Cody. Who is coming up next to challenge Roman? There's nobody, unless you can get Gunther on a trajectory where he's kicking ass, taking names to be a viable person. But I mean, Roman has gone. They don't have anybody else that is really someone that you could actually believe can beat Roman Reigns. I mean, he's had the belt for 2 years, 1 year, 1.5 years.
It's
Three
like
years.
3 years. Yeah.
3 years. Oh Lord. Okay. Sorry. Can't do math.
I mean, but yeah,
But
you
I
got
mean,
Gunther. You got Gunther.
yes.
Seth hadn't had a run at him.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not
If
excited
Randy
about
Orton's
seeing
close to coming
Roman.
back, we got
Yes.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not back. Again, we don't know when he's coming back, if he's coming back. I've seen Seth and Roman. I don't want to see them again. To
Can I
me,
make a suggestion
yes.
here for
Yes.
a good candidate for Mr. Germany, whatever his name is, Gunther?
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Um,
Mr.
I think
Germany.
that if you're gonna have him win here and you're gonna have him, kind of build up to being a world title contender, why not put him with Edge, a guy that can, put him over, a guy that's at the end of his career that's looking to build stars. I feel like Edge putting him over would be very good for him. Say at
Hmm.
SummerSlam or something like that.
That's a
Did I
good
just
one.
stun the room or what
I'm trying to
happened?
No,
think
that's actually
because I'm trying to think who he's already beat somebody significant.
what about
I
But
mean,
Finn?
he had
I
What
guess
about
what I'm
Finn
just saying
Balor?
is someone that's a built, complete WWE legend, putting him
right,
over would, I think, go a long way for him.
Didn't
right,
didn't
because he
Gunther beat AJ
definitely
Styles?
Maybe. But I don't hold AJ Styles in the same edge category,
Okay.
but some people may.
Oh,
As
he beat
far as
Rey
just
Mysterio.
legendary kind of status, I don't hold him in yet. Maybe he will get there eventually.
I see your
well
point
just
though about who's down
Yeah.
the pipeline, but I'm not saying that Cody shouldn't keep chasing the title. I just
right.
sometimes
I
he
mean,
maybe he ought to chase him to SummerSlam, but we ain't got that far yet.
right. But I think Gunther he had a phenomenal Royal Rumble, it's almost like he kind of had his, you know, what coming out party. You know, like people forgot about. I mean, you know, and
Mhm.
like how good
Well,
he
and he's
could
done a
be.
great job to get his body in amazing shape compared to
Yes,
Yes.
Gunther's next level.
yes. Justin, during the Royal Rumble, he fought all kinds of people. He fought Brock Lesnar. There was Drew
yes.
McIntyre. You know, so he was showing his ability to, wrestle all kinds of different people. So,
I think
he
it
needs
makes
to have.
sense. It makes sense for him too to keep the title here. Like
Hmm.
you said, he had a great rumble. You can tell they're building his build.
Hmm.
Now he keeps the title at WrestleMania. Then, once I think he's a great foe for Cody.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
those two would have
Well,
great matches at the
also,
main event level.
I think that this match is going to have a rematch at Money in the Bank because it's going to be in England.
Hmm.
It's going to be in the UK, and I
Hmm.
think that I think that's where Drew McIntyre will probably take the championship from Gunther.
Hmm.
I
I
think
can already
that
see
title
the
change in front of that crowd over there would probably be.
yeah, yeah.
I think that would be the money. I
I
mean, I
think
think
you're
that'd be
right.
your biggest crowd reaction.
This is the direction we're going. If we're going to put Gunther in the main event with Cody eventually, I think first of all that's amazing. I can already see Vince, ex American badass or whatever his name is versus the German, Nazi.
Well, you're assuming Cody's going
USA,
to win.
USA.
I am assuming Cody's going to win, but I've also been saying that since November.
Hmm.
So I'm not moving off of that. I've picked him to win the Royal Rumble. He did. I picked him to.
Oh, it
I've
feels it feels like a contractual obligation.
and I
Um,
really think that with Roman not working a lot, I think it would be good for Cody to be on TV every night, whether it's Raw or SmackDown, and just a traveling champion, so to speak, for
Hmm.
WWE, where Roman wasn't so much that lately.
okay.
Right. And then too, they can twist that. They can make that turn into, but just the conflict between all everybody in the bloodline. So that removes him from kind of the
Yeah.
championship, contendership, because he's got this storyline going on here to where they can move on.
I'm
And then
sure he might take a break. I mean, when you've been champion for 3 years, it might be a good time to take a couple month
right,
vacay, you know.
exactly. Yeah.
All right. Cut.
Uh-oh.
That's the main event. We ain't got there yet.
Oh.
Oh,
All right,
jump the
we're
gun.
ready for it.
Next, we got
Here
Edge versus Finn Balor in Hell in a Cell.
and the demon. I mean,
It's
Is he
all
going to be
about
the
the
demon?
demon. We're
yes,
gonna see
he
the
is going
demon.
to be the
You can't
demon.
beat Finn if
You
he's the
can't.
demon.
Yeah. Nope.
Well, first of
He's
all,
going to be
Finn's
the
my
demon.
favorite wrestler. I'm picking Finn anyways, but I agree. If he's the demon, you're jacked up. I think he wins this match anyways. I think Edge is, like I said, he's kind of in that putting people over mode. They're trying to build this thing with Finn and that group. So,
Hmm.
and we need some heels to win some matches. I think we
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
kind of
mean,
fix.
my gut tells me Edge is going to win this, but Finn needs to win it. If Finn's the demon, and he needs to win it.
Hmm. I heard, I read somewhere on the internet, so it's true, that there's a potential uh, Brood reunion, including Christian and Gangrel, that will come out with
Oh yeah.
Ed.
I heard
I heard that.
Gangrel. I didn't hear
I
Christian.
heard Gangrel,
Uh-huh.
not Christian, but yeah.
I
Okay,
saw.
so I read
Hmm.
that they asked Tony Khan for one night of Christian, and that was approved. I
Yes.
also saw, I think, Gangrel in an airport this morning. It seems like it's heading that direction, and I think that will be badass. If he is with the Brood, it's hard to believe that Edge is going to lose, but you might have some of Finn's team and the Brood kind of brawling on the outside, and somehow Finn wins by cheating, type
I'm
thing.
I
I'm like you
cannot.
though.
I
Yeah.
cannot imagine the demon losing. Not after
I
not
can't.
having seen it in so long.
I will be
And
so pissed. I don't like Edge anyway. Never have. Never
Don't
have.
you think about the Canadian great wrestlers that way, Dave? I get sick of your Canadian hate. You hate
No,
Bret Hart, you
no,
hate
no.
Edge.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell
Keep
you why I
going.
don't like Edge. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like Edge. You know, one of the first things I learned when I started going to wrestling training:
what?
don't screw the other wrestlers' girlfriends.
Oh,
Oh, now
Edge
I guess
didn't get the memo.
Stephanie stayed with you. I don't know why you're all upset.
No, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
okay. So basically, you have a man code violation here that you're upset with him on.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Okay,
Definitely probably wasn't his best move.
he threw a man code flag on that play, and that's where he's going to
And then it
stand.
pissed me off even more that Matt Hardy did nothing wrong and got buried in that whole deal.
That's true.
So yeah, screw Edge then, now, and forever.
All right. Did you guys?
Okay.
We all say the demon's winning, right?
Yes, and his
Yeah.
little black shorts. What? What?
And yes, I'm for that as well. Go ahead.
Important things, right? Important things.
Yes,
Edge,
Yeah.
Edge, I'm coming for you.
exactly. I got them
I'm
too.
coming for you.
Everybody get your Finn Balor
Oh my,
action
yeah.
figure. Woohoo! Oh, I'm with you, but I'll tell you what, I want to
I
see
just
that.
wear mine.
I
I'm
want
just
to
wearing.
see that. I'm ready.
Look, I got the demon right here.
I like it. I like it. All legit Finn fans.
You want to know how? You want to know how I got that demon? I worked at the middle school at my work, and they just had all these toys for some reason collected. I'm like, I want that, and I'm like, screw these kids. I'm taking that home.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to say you confiscated it.
Lost
No,
and found.
Some poor
Lost
little
and
seventh
found. This
grader.
one's found now.
Stephanie,
I only do that with beer.
there's an app called Whatnot, and Whatnot has it's like Twitch meets eBay.
Hmm.
So there's always auctions going on or sales, and so Stephanie's been on there and she's been buying these lots of loose action figures because we'll sell them at our gimmick table.
Hmm.
I have a gimmick table, and Stephanie loves running the gimmick table. So she got this whole package of action figures the other day. She goes, "You interested in any of these?" I said, "I'll take Road Dog. I'll take Road Warrior Animal. I'll take that Intercontinental title," because she's not buying little belts and stuff. I got Road Dog on the shelf over there wearing the Intercontinental title now.
I saw that. I saw you post that.
And if
Yeah,
you ain't down with that, we got
got
two
two
words.
words for you.
What's our next
Suck
match?
Not
I
you,
started
Edge.
buying figures now, and it's a problem. Because
Uh,
Well, don't do
you see
what dog.
behind me.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
I know.
I'm calling in order when I
It's
call in
called
an order at
Hasbro.
Wingstop. I'll call in an order. I mean, I'll use the app and I'll order from Wingstop. And then while I'm waiting for my wings, there's a GameStop in the same shopping
Oh
center.
no.
So and there's a Walmart on the part. I mean, it's right there by Walmart. So I go over there and I hit the aisle at Walmart and I'm looking for AEW Chase figures
Yeah.
because I found Cody Rhodes in the wild. I got a
Oh.
Cody Rhodes Chase wearing the suit.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm all about looking for Chase figures. So I'll
Found
go
him
and
in
I'll
the
hit the aisle real quick at Walmart, and then I'll go hit GameStop real quick, and then I'll go pick my wings up.
Did I tell you guys a story about the Penelope Ford chase?
Oh yeah,
No.
Oh, so real fast. So I bought Lex. I bought my son a Penelope Ford figurine. I sent away for it. Right? They sent me a chase figure. So I got all excited. I'm like, great, but I got to buy him another one now because I don't want to take this one out of the box. So I sent
told her,
away for.
No, he can't open that, right?
Right, he can't open that one. Exactly. So he wants to open it. So I bought him another one. They sent me another chase one.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, well, he goes, can I open this one? I'm like, yeah, what the hell?
You let him
Like,
open
go
the
ahead.
thing?
So yeah, we got
So if you have Penelope Ford now, you have one of 4,999.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
and she had to go outside the wild. She had to go in captivity to find Penelope Ford. But I just want to say, Allison, you give Lex anything he wants. He's a good kid. That's
I
what
do.
say to
I do. He is a fabulous kid, and he deserves everything. So I do give him whatever he wants.
Good.
I've
Dave, what?
got a Cody, I've got a Nyla Rose Chase, and I've got an autographed Sheeta Chase that'll be
Ooh,
delivered sometime this week.
nice, very nice. I bought myself Wardlow and a Brody Lee last week, so I was very
And if
excited
you've
about
Aw.
got a
that.
Thunder Rosa, anybody's got a Thunder Rosa chase, and you're not wanting, you're not ridiculous about it. Slide into my DMs. I got
Ooh,
a little money, just a little though.
He
Nice.
worked a couple matches last weekend. He's got some money now. So,
I did,
he, what's
I
our next
just
match day?
I just bought the
dude.
kid the red velvet um, figurine. He was very excited about that. He asked for that, and
Oh,
I didn't actually know they made one. So I found it, and I was like, "Ooh, here you go, surprise!" And he was like, "This is the greatest." We're actually going to Rampage next week, so I'm going to try to get a Tony one, so we can go get it signed by Tony when we see him there.
Yes.
the only thing wrong with Lex I know is that his mom's a Yankees fan,
Yeah, well,
which makes him
sorry.
a Yankees fan. But other than that, I like him.
Okay, let just a step back. You're going to Rampage. You're not going to Dynamite. Is
No,
it
we're
two
going to
different shows?
Rampage in Rhode Island. Me and Anthony Pyers are going together.
Okay.
His nephew and my son. So we're the four of us are going.
Okay, because FTR's wrestling next week, and when
Yeah.
you said that, I thought maybe you were going to be there.
No,
So
it's just the Friday show in Rhode Island.
I got you. Oh, that'll be
I,
so fun. Anthony's a
I would
blast.
just warn against letting your son be around Anthony Pyers too much. I'm just
He'll be
saying.
behaved. He'll have his nephew with him.
Have you
Anthony's
met
a
his
good guy.
nephew? I don't think you know.
Oh no, I haven't. Why? Oh no.
Yeah, he's just like
He's been
Anthony. No,
yeah,
I'm
he's been
kidding.
influenced by Anthony. So good luck with that.
He's
Okay.
gonna
Sit in
have
between
My
Lex
son will
walking
bring
around yelling,
his noise canceling headphones, so he'll be fine.
good. Then he won't
He's
be
gonna need it when Anthony
worried that he'll
says
come
go
home yelling,
Pats.
"Go Pats!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go Pats!"
yeah.
You're gonna have a
All
blast
right.
though.
Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I'm
Can we
pulling
get?
for Logan Paul. I want Logan Paul to win so bad. I can't stand it. But I feel like he's been punking Seth out so bad on television that Seth's going to get the win on this one.
I really don't know.
I don't
No.
either.
I mean,
I'm with you guys, and I really believe that they want to build Logan Paul, and I think that Logan Paul can absolutely be a star for WWE. I've been on his bandwagon from day one since I saw him with you, Amy, live at SummerSlam,
mhm,
and I was just amazed by his in-ring work for how short of a span he's been working.
mhm,
I think
I
so
will
too.
say that I agree with you guys. I'm kind of torn on this because if he's not going to be there every week or every whatever, I'm not so sure that it's that important that he wins here. I think it's more important for Seth to probably win here.
I read that
But,
this was his last match on his contract,
so I'm going to, yeah. And if that's the case, I'm definitely picking Seth.
Yeah.
but I'd love to see Logan Paul win it. But
I
it is what it is.
I'm not invested in Logan Paul as I was in Bad Bunny, so I
And I
I
I
wanted
am
pick
Logan
more.
Paul to beat
I
Roman.
didn't have an interest at all in Bad Bunny, but I don't listen to Logan Paul's podcast. I don't. I'm not. I'm too old. I'm out of that age level. But I'm just impressed with his work, really, and he looks like an athlete, and he's just. I mean, the frog splash that he does,
oh
and the
yeah.
stuff just it's amazing. And so I'm just a fan of his work, and especially I'm just rooting for him because he has not been in the business very long.
mhm,
And he's also a top star to get new eyes on the product, which is,
mhm.
I think, always a good thing.
Yeah, I think he could be a tremendous heel. When he was coming off the top onto Rome, at the in Saudi Arabia, like what a dick move, I mean, just
Mhm.
and
Yep.
You
I
know
just
what? When you
really
say that, Amy, I think could we see a double switch here? Could we make
definitely,
Logan Paul a heel and Seth a face after this match?
Not in my eyes.
definitely. I
I
think,
think so because the fans are singing Seth's music when he comes out. I think it would be very easy to make Seth a face
Sure.
at this
I
I
point.
already
do
thought Seth
too.
was her face, but not to me.
Right. But I
Um
just think Logan is cocky, and cocky, but you're right, Justin. Like you would think he was born and wrestled his whole. I mean, some of the things he's doing with ease and better than veterans, and just he just really knows what to do in the ring.
Yeah.
be cocky enough to bring that. It's not go away heat. It's almost like MJF, like just despite, I'm better than you and I know it. I think Logan Paul
Yes,
be like that
I
too.
agree. I agree. I think that's where his sweet spot would be.
Hmm.
And the thing I'm amazed with is, I mean, he's not Bret Hart or Kurt Angle or Eddie Guerrero, but he's got the things he needs to get down, and he looks good doing them.
Hmm.
Now's the time to now work on the in-ring psychology and not just high spots here and there. And
Hmm.
now's the time to learn that if he wants to do this. I don't know that he does, and we could all be talking about this for no reason.
Yeah,
But
well,
I
his
one thing
brother
I'm
Jake said that
especially
he's
amazed
not
by,
opposed.
what is it?
His brother Jake said he's not opposed to
Yeah, I heard that. The
coming
one
in the
thing I'm
wrestling.
especially amazed by, though, just overall, is just his athleticism. It's just like pure athleticism, and I didn't expect
Smooth,
to see
man.
that out.
That buckshot lariat that he does, it's smoother than Hangman's.
Yeah,
Yep,
And
it
that's not
is.
crapping on Hangman. I'm just saying that's just like
Yep.
how is he so good so quick?
Hmm.
I'm gonna
I
pick.
fell I fell in love with the guy at WrestleMania last year when he did the Three Amigos and he pissed the crowd
Me
off so
too.
bad. I'm
That's
Me
like,
why I
man,
too.
I
think he
love
could
this
be a
guy.
good heel because he can do,
I agree.
in like you said, just to, light the fire, just to light people.
And here's what he'll be. He'll be a cool heel. He'll be, because he still's gonna have his fans there
Yeah.
Mhm.
and stuff. So even as much of an asshole as he's gonna be, they're still gonna love him. So you're gonna have those people. He's gonna be a heel that you don't care that he gets cheered.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kind of like MJF. MJF gets cheered, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Seth as far as the pick. Ladies, did you say
Seth.
Seth?
I think I'll go. If everybody else is going Seth, we got to have
All right.
some competition there.
I think it's gonna be Seth, but I'm pulling for Logan.
Yeah. We'll see.
Um, John Cena versus Austin Theory for the WWE United States Championship.
Allison, please go first because I just loved your
Okay.
reaction.
Based solely on the fact that I absolutely cannot stand Austin Theory's hair and his facial hair, and I cannot stand anything about
We
Austin
all know
Theory.
Allison is a hair person. If your hair ain't on point, just get out.
Just go, just
Just
leave.
That's
But I
right.
absolutely, and credit to Austin Theory where credit is due. He has taken the task of building on the story they gave him so well because I hate him.
Hmm.
Can't
I
stand him.
agree.
So
I think he's
he
done a
has
great
done
job.
his job
Yeah.
perfectly. Now I don't think John Cena would win, but do I want him to win? 100% %. So that's my pick.
Amy?
You know, it's a hard one because again, kind of like what you were saying about Logan Paul. You hear this might be his last match. Well, that completely changes, how you think it'll move forward. Same thing with John around. Like, and if he wins the United States title, who is going to take it off of him? Like, how long is he going to stay around? I mean, I kind of think that Austin Theory should keep the championship. I think again that'll be something that he can uh, hang his hat on. Be one of those things. I beat the whatever. Um, we could definitely hear that, but I think it's going to be Austin Theory.
Um, Go ahead, Dave. He's got Austin Theory up.
Like poked up like that. That was funny.
For those of you not watching the video, he has his Austin Theory. This is toy night, apparently, here on the Pondwater
Hmm.
Dave show.
Major show.
And
He was on the
hopefully,
clearance. He was on the clearance table at GameStop, so I
Yeah.
grabbed it. I've got a United States Championship, and I don't have custom side plates on it. And he's the first guy that's held the United States Championship since they've gone to this belt that I've been tempted to get the side plates.
Uh
I
huh.
really like Austin Theory. I'm on the Austin Theory bandwagon. Austin Theory, he came through Texas. Um, I just shout out to Lance Romance. He's a Lance guy. So ah, yeah, it's easy for me to say. Words are hard. Um,
Words
but
are
Cena,
hard.
Cena's not going to win the United States Championship.
Right.
Now, that being said, Austin Theory could retain by disqualification.
That's what I was going to say. This could be a John Cena wins by disqualification. That's my pick. But so Austin Theory will get the rub from Cena, and he won't lose the title. Cena will get the win. The fans will be happy, and I agree with Pondwater Dave. I'm on the Austin Theory bandwagon, and I have been for a while.
This could be a trilogy if Cena's going to stick around all summer.
All right, yeah, I
All
think it would
right.
be cool if it was. Who's next?
Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus versus Damage Control.
I mean, do we even need to say who we?
No,
You can't let Trish and Lita lose, right? Like
no.
that's you just can't.
No, Trish and Lita win.
Okay.
And Becky or whoever. I don't even know who is it. And
Becky,
Trish.
Or no, Becky and Lita win. I'm sorry.
Becky and
Yeah.
Lita are the tag team champions, and they brought Trish
Oh,
Stratus along. And can I just say that Trish Stratus looks better now than she did 20 years ago?
So does Lita. Thank you. Ooh-ha.
yes.
So that was a quick one.
All three of them.
We all
Yeah.
agree
Thank you.
on that
Yes.
one.
That's an
Who
easy
knew
one.
that? Who knew that Trish Stratus would make me go quick?
Well, we knew that. We did know that. Yeah, we raise your hand if you do that.
All right, we
Everyone
got
in the car listening to this is raising their hand right now.
the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar versus Almost.
Oh
I
my
think
Almost.
almost will be almost, and Brock Lesnar wins. And with that great joke, I'm going to go make a drink. I will be right back.
I think
Do
that
we?
Go ahead, Allison.
I was gonna ask count how many what is it, F5s he does?
Uh-huh.
Is there gonna be an over under guess?
I think
Oh
it's only going to be
wow.
one.
You think so? Really?
If Brock wins the match, it's going to be one F5.
Oh, okay. I
Just the
think that
fact that
would
he
be
can the fact that he can do an F5 on Almost.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking almost wins.
I kind of
Think
think Almost is going to win too. I
I
think he
mean
kind of has to if they're going to make
I
him the monster they're trying to make him out to be. And I think it's working. Almost as an attraction.
do we know how much longer is on Brock's contract?
well they're
I think Brock has said that he's
yeah.
about done.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I was gonna
okay, that
say.
makes
But
a
you never
difference
know.
It's
then.
about time.
But you never know if he's just trying to go.
Oh,
I mean,
Get more money.
John Jones is back, and that would be a great fight. I
Hmm.
mean, think how many
mm,
millions. That's a lot of zeros on that fight
ah,
if
Yeah,
he
but
goes after John
yeah,
Jones.
yeah.
didn't he stop because of his diverticulitis though? I mean,
Money
I
changes a
mean,
lot.
money change. I deal with that for a little bit, but I'm with you. Almost is somebody that they've been. I mean, they need to build, and what a way to build them by taking out
All right,
Brock
so
Lesnar.
let's flip it then. Do we see almost doing it,
I don't know
doing the
if he could
F5s?
do that.
Hmm.
What
I don't
does
even
he
know
have
what
a
Almost's
move?
finish is.
I was gonna
No,
say, does he have a
I don't
move?
think so.
Just a
I mean,
choke
that
slam,
could be
maybe?
the way we see it. I almost, you almost have to. Could it be a squash match? I mean, like
Could
that's
it
the
be a
kind of
no
stuff I see
contest?
happening.
Could it
Almost
be a no
Brock
contest?
Lesnar.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
like
it's
they
gonna
spot out a
be
ring.
like if it's gonna be a match where you want to establish almost,
Hmm.
you got to have it be a squash match, almost.
I think the
Well,
only way you do that is if he's going away, right? If is he going away? Have you guys talked about that?
I don't think they're going to squash Brock.
Lesnar, like if he's going away, I can see trying to really if you're gonna try to build almost through this match, then why not, like Allison saying, go all the way with it? Are you really
I
gonna?
don't hate
Is
it.
it really gonna hurt Brock in the long run?
No.
No.
Either way, it won't. I don't think. But
No.
if you want to
Brock
build
Ross
him, it's a great way to build him.
he put
Mhm.
Goldberg over quick.
Yeah, I
So
remember.
it could
And-
be.
So
I was
yeah,
not happy about it, but I remember that.
But you remember it.
we did talk. We did say, Justin, that you're here to say that Brock's contract's almost up, but we don't know if that's more of a
That's why
tactic
I was
to
saying about him going away. I didn't know if that was
yeah.
about to happen or not.
We didn't know if that was more of a tactic to get more money. Well, you never
Yeah.
know. That's what we've heard. So
Okay. Hey, if Brock wants more money and he's trying to get it, good for him. Go for it, bro. Get those flowers. Get that bag, Brock.
Yep. All right. Next
Saskatchewan.
up, we have Bianca Belair defending the Raw Women's Championship against Asuka.
Oh,
Oh, I love Oscar. I absolutely love Oscar, and I always have. I also love Bianca Belair. Er, Um, and I have for a while. I mean, I've been on her bandwagon for a while. I think Oscar wins. Just, I don't know why. I just have a feeling that Bianca's had it a while, and maybe we start a thing where she wins it back at SummerSlam from Oscar.
I think
I
we're going to
don't know.
see a next level of viciousness from Asuka.
Yeah.
Mhm. Especially since she's the clown now. That's like what is
Oh
that?
yeah,
Maybe I don't know.
she's got that Muda
Yeah.
Mist going on, and I love that next level with her.
your age is showing. To me, it's Kabuki Mist.
Your age is showing. Hey, he's going into the Hall of Fame this weekend. Can we not give him a plug for
Yeah.
it? Come on.
That's true. But yeah, I agree. I think that Asuka is showing a new level of viciousness. That's what we need, or some good.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca's had it. Let's see Bianca chase, like you said, get beat down, and then see what she can do against it. I don't see you changing Asuka or allowing her to, bring that character in if you don't want to pushing it and seeing where
Yes.
it could go. So I'm
And I
with you
think
all.
there's
I
a
think Asuka.
vacuum a little bit. There's a little bit of a vacuum for like you said, like mean heels in the women's
Hmm.
division.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
All right.
Next.
So we're all in agreement that Asuka's going to win this.
I'm surprised by that because I thought some people would pick Miss Bianca, but
All right. Then let's go with Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
I bet I know what
Amy,
Dave's gonna say.
go ahead,
I
Amy.
I think it should be Rhea Ripley. I think Rhea Ripley wins. I think
I'm
she's
with
on a
Amy.
trajectory, and she lost last time against it. She's a lot different character now. She's showing a lot more fire. I think she gets the title.
I think that her teammates need to not show up. I'm afraid that they will, though. But I also think Rhea Ripley will win. She has been looking pretty good as of late, so I'm looking forward to see what she brings to this match.
I I agree. Has she ever been the champion? She
Yes.
hasn't, has she?
She's been
Yes,
the
she
NXT
did.
Women's Champion.
She, NXT.
Well,
NXT.
yeah, but not
She
the women's
No.
champ. Okay.
And
For
it's
that
not going to
reason,
happen at WrestleMania.
I think it does. I agree.
Now let me
I'm
tell you.
going with the girls. I'm going with the girls, and you can fanboy your Flair ship over
No,
there. But
listen
I'm
to me.
going with the girls.
I went and saw Charlotte Flair defend against Asuka in New Orleans, thinking that Asuka's streak was going to stay intact and Charlotte was going to lose. And Charlotte made her tap. And then last year, I went to WrestleMania thinking that Ronda was going to beat Charlotte Flair. And I'll be damned if Charlotte didn't make her tap. So I think Rhea Ripley probably should win the championship at WrestleMania. But guess what? Charlotte Flair is going to make her tap. And
All
I'm not
right.
saying that Rhea's not going to eventually get the championship. It's just not going to be at WrestleMania.
Can I make a point?
Okay.
If she wins, if the demon wins, if the boy wins, doesn't that now you have a strong built group out of this WrestleMania?
Yeah. But
Headed by the women's champion.
Hmm.
Very good
I'm
point.
just saying. I'm just saying. But all
Hey,
right.
I really think that Rhea should win, but it'd be the first time I was right if I said that. But I think Charlotte, I think she's going to get it from her eventually, but I just don't think it's going to be at WrestleMania.
Justin, that's a
I just,
great
I
point.
just,
Then you
But
could send. Sorry, I was just thinking. Then you could send Andrade after like Austin Theory.
I was going to
yeah.
say, I wonder if they got permission from Tony for Andrade to do a run in and stop Dom. But also, Dom could cost Charlotte the title, and Charlotte could have a match with Dom.
I just think that I think now, like I just said, if they put all those team members won their matches at WrestleMania, I think that makes a real strong heel unit.
Mhm.
That now you can have Charlotte and Rhea go back a couple more times and have a trilogy of matches, and maybe that thing flips back and forth. But I think to me, it makes sense to put the title on Rhea Ripley.
Right.
But you said that too, Dave. You don't disagree with that.
Yeah,
But
I just said there's been a lot of things that made sense,
yeah.
and
Well,
Charlotte
like I
retained
said,
it.
when
That
when
damn
we
good.
get back on here next week, we'll see how wrong we all were. Won't we?
Exactly.
I'm steadfast in resolve that my girl, Charlotte Flair, the Queen, will retain.
Lord, listen, I don't know who's worse between you and Money Mike, but I think you're starting. I think you're starting to inch ahead.
Exactly.
And now we're to the main event.
Mhm.
Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, your tribal chief, defends against the American Nightmare for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship.
Well, Dave, why don't you start off? You haven't started off it yet.
All right, this is what I think. This is what I'm going to speak into existence. The bloodline is going to cost Roman the championship. And your new tribal chief will be Cody Rhodes, the new leader of the new bloodline. They will completely babyface Roman. Cody, I mean, he already looks like a Bond villain. He needs to be a heel. I just think that if they turned, then Cody Rhodes leads the bloodline. Him and Heyman have had a thing going on. It's been him and Heyman this whole time. They all turn on Roman. Roman can go away for a little bit. Cody needs to be a heel. I truly feel that way. And then you got Sammy. Then you got Sammy and KO. You know that the fight continues. I just think that's what I'm trying to speak into existence.
This room just got quieter than a Barry Horowitz and tugboat match.
But if that doesn't happen, what I really want to see is I want to see Roman retain and Cody Rhodes go nuclear heel the Monday night on Monday night. I want to see him go full Homelander.
So I have a question for your prediction.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
In your new bloodline, who are the family members?
It's still Jimmy and Jay and Solo.
Okay.
It's just you're swapping Cody for Roman.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, I have to go next before I forget about
Go.
my cat just tried to jump on top of
I
me.
would rather see Sammy. I'd like to see a way for Sammy to do it. But
I
it
don't
doesn't make
want to
any
lose.
sense.
I don't want to lose all my hatred feelings that I just had for that answer that you get.
All right, come on with it.
Cody Rhodes is winning this match, of course, and he's going to be a face, of course, because they've had a heel champion for 3 years. They're going to make him a face. He's not joining any bloodline. That's the worst idea I have ever heard in my life. Cody Rhodes, the white Southern boy from Georgia off the peanut farm, is now going to be leading the Samoans. I'm just saying. This is some Bruce Pritchard shit you just gave us right there.
Well, you know.
You Texas boys. All right, I'm back I just had to get that out. I think Cody Rhodes wins.
I like the idea also of Cody winning because I want the Usos to win and Roman to lose, and I want the bloodline to go off in that direction and see how that dynamics are with Roman not keeping his championship. I think you've got. I mean, again, this is the last match of the second night. You're going to have all the bells and whistles, all the fireworks going off when Cody Rhodes, when he wins. I think that's just where we're. I think that's just where we're going. But I do think we could pivot and do some really interesting things with the bloodline, even if Roman is not champion. So
Hmm.
that's my thoughts.
Okay. So I also believe Cody wins, but I do not think there's no way he obviously does it alone. I'm going to take a little bit of what everybody said. I think Cody does it with a member of the Bloodline's help. I think he does it with Jay's help.
I
I
like
think
this.
Jay is the one who will defect from the Bloodline. I
Mhm.
think I think the Usos split up.
Hmm.
I think Pondwater is correct saying that the new Usos, there's going to be a new Usos, and I think it's going to be Solo and Jacob Fatu. Uh, I think Jay somehow joins Sammy and KO later, but I think Jay actually helps Cody win. For
Wow, that
some
is some
reason,
long-term booking that is genius. I loved every bit of that. I
I
think
do
you're right.
too.
it's the one part of the story to me I feel like they haven't wrapped up.
Yes,
I
definitely.
think it would be Solo instead of Jay, though. Cody just beat Solo. First person that's beat him.
Yeah, but I think Solo is like new, so I think he's going to be loyal. I think Jay's the one that they've been planting the seed for
Right.
months. Something's going on there. I think this is the payoff, like
It's all
Allison
too
said.
obvious. That's why I think Roman retains.
Well, and you know what
Hi,
though?
have you met WWE?
What do you mean too obvious? Why then? How do you build a story if you can't plant seeds?
Did you not say that last week you and Stephanie turned to each other and started laughing? They love the obvious.
Right.
So,
And something that you said, Allison Faye, that I don't necessarily think Jay helps him win, but I think Jay may step in when Roman's like with a chair or doing
yeah,
something to that effect.
something.
Yes, to where the win is going to be 1, 2, 3. He's going to stop whatever, a chair, a table. Paul Heyman he's going to affect it that way. So he's not going to hit Roman with a chair to let Cody win like a tainted win, but I think he's going to do something
Trip
like you
a
said
ref
that's
running
going
to
to
the
be
ring, something like that.
yes, something to that effect.
Don't give
Something
away
to
the
that effect.
gimmick. Dave's running in again.
Don't fall, don't fall. I want to tell y'all something really funny. I know we got to talk about the game event, um, but I got a message last week, and all it said it was from my sister, and she's a loyal listener, and I love her for that. And she just put Astroglide question mark, and I said I didn't know. So I'm sure she's going to be like, "Dick move, really, Amy?" I feel like that's something I'm going to get some feedback from there.
Well, I agree with your as a
Love you,
bisexual.
Mary.
As a gay person, I agree with your sister. Don't ever buy Astroglide. It's sticky.
I didn't even know what
That's
it
where I'm going to
was.
end that conversation.
Oh
But
my God, that
it's
was funny.
sticky. It's very sticky.
I think Coach Rosie won a. I think Coach Rosie won like a gift pack from Corey Forster's podcast. They were sponsoring Corey, and
I
Coach
think that's
Rosie
how
won
it
the gift
come
pack.
up, didn't it? That's how the conversation came. So I don't remember how we got talking about it. Oh, the Astrodome, and you said Astro. We
Coach
called
Rosie,
it the
we need an
Astroglide.
Astroglide testimonial, please, sir.
No, because I'm afraid he'll give it. Let's not.
Oh, he will.
I
He
was going to say,
will, and
you
more.
be careful
Yep,
what you ask for from your friends.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah, the
Speaking of our
Astrodome,
friends,
Astroglide.
yeah, I was like Astroglide.
Do you know what? Seriously, guys, I didn't get to talk at the beginning of the show, but this week is one of my favorite weeks of the year.
Uh huh.
Not just because it's WrestleMania weekend, but it's Allison, it's MLB opening day
Opening night.
tomorrow.
Yay!
That's right. So it's a cool week in the sports entertainment and sports world.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Justin, one of the things we said is we're really all really excited about this WrestleMania because
yeah,
there
I
are
think
so many
everybody
things.
is.
How do you feel? Like there are
I'm
just so
very.
many.
It's the most excited I've been about a WrestleMania since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, there's so many
probably
ways.
since like 1998, like that long. And I'm not kidding about that.
Right. No, and that's what we want, as fans. I mean, I think if it weren't for the bloodline, we definitely wouldn't be feeling the anticipation of just wanting to know what is going to happen.
There's all kinds of things. I'm excited about Cody possibly winning the title. I'm excited about so many of these matches that we just covered, and they really have a good card, I think. You
Okay.
know, so I'm excited to watch it. It should be fun, and I know we'll have some surprises and here and there, and
Well,
that'll
Hey,
my
be
I
the
have a
fun part.
random question that we didn't talk about. Do we think that we're going to see Bray Wyatt and Uncle, what is it, Howdy?
Uncle
nope.
Howdy.
Yeah.
I don't I don't know.
Has there
Isn't
been
he
any talk
supposed
about
to have
that?
wrestled?
I
Mm-mm.
don't think he has a. They don't. He since that last pay per view, the Mountain Dew Dark match. I haven't seen much out of
And
either one of
supposedly
them.
he's hurt.
Is he?
Oh.
Yeah, because I think
That's
he
a
was
shame.
supposed to have
He's
a
supposed to
match
go
with.
after Lashley.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was
Yeah, because
interesting because they,
Lashley doesn't have a match either, so it's
yeah.
almost like that was supposed to happen.
And then
Okay.
Right.
somebody beat up Uncle Howdy.
Yeah,
Uncle
and that
Howdy was in
just
the ring.
dropped.
Yeah.
I thought that was very
Well,
interesting.
somebody got a WrestleMania payday because Bray Wyatt got hurt, so there is that. But maybe
And I
two
think I
people.
saw they're doing another battle royal, but I thought it was the Gorilla Monsoon battle royal. It's not
No,
the
it's the
Andre the
Andre the
Giant.
Giant. It's going to be
It's
on
on there.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
It. Well,
The
what did
Andre
I
the
read
Giant
about?
Battle Royal has been moved to SmackDown.
As Gorilla would say, Amy, will you stop?
I know. Well, they're doing something with
Hey,
Gorilla
but
Monsoon.
how
I don't
about
know.
this, y'all? How about this? The
Tell us.
WWE is finally inducting a referee into the Hall of Fame.
That's right.
Yes.
Mr.
Tim White,
Tim
right?
White. Timmy
I'm glad
White.
you said that.
And I think I'm so excited that Tim White's going in. That was my prediction when we talked about
It
the
was. I was
possibility of
going
a
to say
referee.
we predicted, and I predicted Joey Morella,
And think about all
and
that
you
Tim did,
predicted
though.
Tim White.
He was a great referee, and then his contributions with it, letting him film at the friendly tap, and
Hmm.
he was pretty much Andre's handler.
Yeah,
That's great.
I mean,
just a good dude overall. I think that's why they're giving it to him. Just his service to the company, not just as a
yes,
referee, the stuff he did for Andre, the stuff he did for a lot of people. I think though what they're saving for Joey is Joey's going to go in as the first referee into the official as a
Hmm.
nominee into the official Hall of Fame because Tim White got the Ultimate Warrior Award or whatever, the Spirit Award, which is still in there. But I'm saying I think Joey Morello will go in as the first referee, which I think, and he should for sure.
well, I'm happy for him.
I
It's
am
nice
too.
to see a
I'm happy for
referee.
Tim. I'm happy for Tim. He was a great dude, and everyone that's ever met him or talked to him about how, and all the trips to the bar. And I'm sure I would love to know how much money Tim gave away to free drinks to the wrestlers. Because I'd say that could
He
buy
was a
a
nice
couple
man.
houses.
I met him in New Orleans a couple. It's been a few years now, but
I
that last
saw that
WrestleMania in New
picture.
Orleans,
Hmm.
I got to meet him in the bar. He's very nice man.
Yep. Allison, you got any memories of Tim White?
No, not
No,
me.
just I mean, he was just always kind of that solid referee that he wasn't like the Earl Hebner or the Joey Morella where they were doing the main events, but he was just that guy that was filling in and doing any match you needed him to do, and he was taking care of Andre and trying to get seats for Andre on an airplane every night, and I mean all the shit that he did, it's amazing, really. So
Good people.
we love you, Tim White, and we miss you.
Well, we're 12 minutes before the hour. At the top of the hour, the game event is going to premiere on premier streaming network, and Amy and Allison and Mrs. Pondwater are the first three contestants on this episode. So we're gonna get out of here. So we're not going up against it. We're gonna get in front of our televisions. We're gonna watch Premier Streaming Network, the game event with our friend Efren, and we're just so proud because he works so hard on that stuff. And like we talked about last week on the show, and we're excited. We're excited to see you three ladies compete against each other. And
We had the best
You'll
time.
have to. It did. We did. We had such a great time, and you'll have to watch because somebody wins.
yeah,
You have
people
was-
win.
You
People
have to
do
watch.
win.
you have to watch.
Allison, I don't know if you heard last week. Who was the third woman? The third girl? Oh,
It
Steph.
was Mrs. Super Dave, Mrs. Pondwater.
That's right. So I said, Steph, a Faye, and a gay. Well, so if you want to listen to that, come on.
So, Allison, thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
Yeah,
Yes,
so glad to
absolutely.
have you.
Y'all
I
are my
love
three of my
Alex.
most favorite people. Thank you. I love
Right?
you guys.
You'll have to come back again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Justin, take us home.
All right. Well, we will see you next week here on the Pondwater Dave Show. For Pondwater Dave, for Allison Faye, and for the First Lady of the Arn Anderson Fan Club, the lovely Amy Vaughn. My name is Justin Davis, and we will see you next week. Take care of yourself and each other, and peace and love, everyone.